kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it, and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Rides the back on the option to give. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down mark, but they stop him just a bit short.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down.
Of course.
That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So Middle Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Gonna get me the whole year.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab.
Yeah.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Big old zones.
The marker reached at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Yeah.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Okay.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
Get there. Jeez, my punter.
There is a
There you go, Shibe.
real estate in front of this offense as
savagery.
the ball is touched dead at the 5. Let's see what the Blue
shit
Raider
out of you.
offense can get going. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are...
Oh, yeah. Did that blitz bother you?
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out.
Right.
Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The give on the inside.
Oh, God. Just
And
make
he
the right
is
decision,
just
Michael.
engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to swing it on second down.
God, their defense is not playing down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Wow. This has been
Now on
disaster.
fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Yeah.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Blitz this guy.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
Oh, my God. I went for
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
There you go. Oh, Anton Pasto.
Back at the 43.
You savage.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Jesus, nice punt.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end.
Jesus.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Using his feet to buy time.
Whoops. Whoa, that was not
incomplete. He got
where
on
I
the
threw
move
it.
trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Stride.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
There you go.
Let
it in
They
two.
get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds.
All right.
Big
This is
pickup
what I'm
on
talking
the
about.
play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the
That
pass
was
is
a
incomplete,
hold.
but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
From the gun, he'll try to throw.
Nope, that
He's
worked.
got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw.
Radican.
Smashes ahead. The
Savagery.
stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to
What
look
is
like
Bell
pass.
doing in there?
Boom. You sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first
Slow.
down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Chainsaw Massacre. Whoa, that
Receiver
was
wasn't ready for the
red like a
throw,
book.
incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's 3rd and goal and a
like
long
this.
way from the end zone.
Ugh.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh dear.
Fires into the end
Oh,
zone.
that'll work.
He's in for the score. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the
Oh,
offseason,
goddamn.
we need you to make more plays for us in the end
The
zone.
chicken.
We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And
Tim's.
it'll be a touchback. The ball will
So many
come
Tims
out
out
to the
there.
25-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And this junior
Not
signal
throwing at
caller
all.
has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch.
Kill him.
He has a knack for taking away the
Bullets,
tackler's
isn't it?
leverage. He's out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback.
Ran the ball.
Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run.
Oh, God. I didn't even do the
He's
big
got
hit.
1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation?
All right.
3rd, it's a
Antipasto
passing
over
situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes,
Shot.
speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach.
Timble Road.
That allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Going to try to put one on the screen. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take
God
a
damn it.
shot here if this is
Are you
4-down
kidding me?
territory.
Not happy about that.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Finding an
God
escape
damn it.
route. Turning it on. They get him out
Wow.
of bounds right at
Come on,
the
D.
5-yard line, and that
Better
one
than
might
that.
have saved a touchdown. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Snap in the shotgun.
There we go.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Timble
See the
Road.
quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Bring in the heat.
Oh, my God. You better be kidding.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw.
Kill him.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Back to pass on second down.
Yep. That'd be enough. What the fuck?
That's the advantage right there of having your dime
You gotta go up
personnel
for
on
that,
the field.
man.
You've got an extra DB.
Gotta go up
You've got
for
an
that.
extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got
crap.
speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Jesus, he's fast.
This is
All
why
my players
everybody
are
grows
slow.
up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He gets it down to the
What a
30-yard
disastrous
line,
end to
and
this
time
half.
is running short here in the first half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Domination. This is exactly what happens.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He's going to take
Jesus.
off. Fights off the defender. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the
That's me having
21.
a spy on him.
Second down coming up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
Kill him. Thank you.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure.
Thank
And he
God.
just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt.
What a disaster.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Coming out with it, it's Dobbs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the tight end. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pulls and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Trying to get behind the defense.
Oh, I was there. That was a good throw.
Third down, but now dealing with 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He breaks a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass.
Jesus.
Throws for the tight end. And they fail to hook up on third down. And here comes the punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And back to the air on second down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
What happened down here?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll field the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Sucks.
Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grab behind the line. It's Banks. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Flips it out in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. to the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss. He can pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Quick strike complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far. Catching the ball that time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down.
Get him there, Picotton. There we go.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
The Tim's massacre. Oh, God.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Illegal block. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Might as well give it to him again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Plows through the defense. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with it.
The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide open downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game,
It's a fumble on the play.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
First down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Fires it incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
What are you doing?
On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Oh, shit.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Stop getting hurt.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you...
Oh, look out, the ball's free. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He's in for the touchdown.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Floats it out in space. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to score.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone.
No.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Keeps the play going. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout by the offense.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.